This just in! Breaking news! Our top story tonight, Japan's new sensation is an all-girl cryptocurrency pop group. Frankly, I can't believe this is happening. The leader of the group is Bitcoin Cash. Next up, survey shows that over 30% of millennials prefer Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies over stocks and bonds. Goddamn millennials. Wait, who are millennials? Oh, fuck. Also tonight, Capital One refuses to allow customers to purchase cryptocurrency. My proposed solution? Let's all throw away our Capital One cards. It's easier than I thought. In other news, cryptocurrency YouTube furious as YouTube continues to fuck with his videos. Please stop. And finally tonight, there's a proposed upgrade to move over from ERC20 tokens to ERC223 tokens on the Ethereum platform. If you could think of a funny joke following that, you're a better man than me. All of this and more tonight on Crypto News. We have a few important matters of business to talk about before we jump into our stories. And the first thing, honestly, I've been asked this a lot, and I think it's something that you guys need to know. That square is missing on purpose. There's an outlet there. Also, I'm aware that my posters have nothing to do with cryptocurrency. I'm in the process of getting some new ones. It takes a bit to get everything printed and ready to go, but we have some funny ones, so we will be changing those over. And finally, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. We're pounding out vids right now. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Make sure you don't miss it, and also make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss the video. First up, let's talk about this article from Coin Central about 30% of millennials preferring cryptocurrencies as investments over stocks and bonds. Is cryptocurrency the new gold rush? A survey conducted by Harris Poll on behalf of Blockchain Capital in the fall of 2017 compared 4 capital investments to preference in holding stakes in Bitcoin. The online survey included more than 2,000 US adults ages 18 plus. The question asked, comparing Bitcoin to other forms of financial assets, would you prefer $1,000 of Bitcoin or $1,000 of A, government bonds, B, stocks, C, real estate, or D, gold? I'm not a huge fan of the way this is worded because it leads people towards Bitcoin. I think if you wanted to word it more fairly, it said, if you had to invest $1,000 in something, which would you choose? And then Bitcoin's an option. When you make Bitcoin one of the first words in the sentence and you compare it to other things in small text, it sort of starts to look like Bitcoin is more valuable, and I don't think that's fair for the study. And you might be saying, Doug, who cares about these things? Well, the problem with studies are that you can really manipulate them to get answers that you want. I'm not saying that Bitcoin's not popular. I know that it is popular with the younger generation, but I still feel like this wasn't worded exactly correctly. We also see from the data a much higher ratio of men preferring Bitcoin over women, which doesn't surprise me at all. But I do have to say, we've seen a surge of female viewers on this channel compared to the poker one. I never thought I'd see the day. It's true the younger generation likes cryptocurrencies because they're more in the world of tech and they understand what's going on the internet. But also be careful and look out for possibly potentially misleading information. I'm not saying that this was really bad the way that they did it. I think it was reasonably fair, but I don't think it was completely accurate compared to the way that they should be conducting the poll. It is fair to say, though, that the younger generation likes cryptocurrency, and I'm sure that trend will continue. Maybe they've got to put Snapchat on the blockchain. I don't think you can do that. Next up, Capital One refuses to let customers purchase cryptocurrencies. This is actually something I talked about in a video 2 days ago that I thought we could see more moves like that as a reason to be careful with investing too hard when it comes to cryptocurrency. Capital One refuses to process Bitcoin transactions. We've been informed by multiple users that Capital One has prevented them from buying Bitcoin. This mainly applies to people who rely on the Coinbase exchange, although it seems likely other exchanges will be affected by this development as well. This does not mean you should panic. We will see stories that are negative about Bitcoin from time to time. It's going to happen, and that could have a negative impact on the price. But the question is, in the long term, in the long run, does the idea win out? Does digital currency that is not centralized, that is oftentimes deflationary, or at least should be deflationary, will that win over fiat currency? And I believe the answer is yes. There just will be some rocky steps along the road. Also, guys, I'm never going to use the term FUD, mainly because it's really goddamn stupid. Blindly put your shield up, FUD! 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 Okay, that's not the way the world works. You want to listen to stories, you want to understand stories. It's okay to hear a negative story and believe and or agree with it. That's the way to approach this. If you're going to close your eyes and just scream acronyms while looking at a screen, you're putting yourself in a bad position in the long term. Be aware of what's going on. Understand that if there are people that are unhappy, that will have an effect on the market. Don't just cover your ears and just say, no, FUD, guys, FUD. Where's the BitConnect affiliate link? Where's it at? Our next story is on a proposed upgrade for ERC20 tokens on the Ethereum network. If you're not familiar with ERC20 tokens, it's basically a way for currencies to be built on top of the Ethereum network, usually as a placeholder for what will ultimately become their currency. There is a problem, however, with these transactions. According to this article from Coin Central, when a user sends an ERC20 token to an Ethereum contract that doesn't recognize ERC20 tokens, the user loses access to his or her funds forever. Just exactly how many funds are currently locked due to this issue? Again, not an insignificant amount. The total value of all these together ends up being somewhere around 400K, which I know is kind of small when you think about the grand scheme of cryptocurrency, but it's still something, and it's something that we could see increase over time. GitHub user Dexerin suggested a new ERC standard, ERC223, back in March 5th, 2017, that aimed to fix this token fallback failure issue. Dexerin's token proposal implements two core features in order to immediately stop decentralized app users from accidentally sending tokens to smart contracts that aren't ready to receive said tokens. 1. Consolidating the ERC20 and transfer form function into a single transfer function with 3 parameters. 2. The receiving contract, if receiving tokens, must contain a token fallback function that defines exactly how to handle which type of incoming token. Essentially, if funds are unable to be received, they have an address they can go back to so that the user won't end up losing their funds. Really, I don't see too many downsides to this. I'm not a developer. I don't know from the tech side if there are negative repercussions here, but I do know that Ethereum is committed to trying to make their platform as usable as possible, and I think upgrades like this will only help the cause. And our top story here today, all-girl Japanese pop group makes a splash over in Japan. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going down.
キャッシュ担当リーダーなるせららです。18歳高校3年生よろしくお願いします。少女です。
This is one of the weirder things I've seen in crypto. Look at those outfits though. They know it's the future. I don't know the lyrics, but I assume they're about something really important. According to this article from Engadget, the group's first single, The Moon and Virtual Currencies and Me. I knew it would be a deep subject. Can we just take a moment here to look at this guy in this clip? Look how much this guy's into it. He's feeling it. He's loving it. Loving it. Must be a Bitcoin Cash fan. If you told me Japan was going to be into cryptocurrency, wouldn't be surprised. If you told me they were going to have all-girl pop groups about it, I also really wouldn't be surprised. Frankly, this is par for the course. Everything in the tech world goes this road. Japan loves technology, and they love girls in weird outfits. It just makes sense. There are 8 girls, and they each represent one digital currency. Apparently, the leader is Bitcoin Cash, and there happens to be no Litecoin. They got that Tron though, right? I need some Tron in my life. The group had their first performance on January 12th, and you had to pay in cryptocurrency in order to be one of the first few people in. It's hard to say this story matters too much, but as we see cryptocurrency more influence popular culture, it can only be a good thing, getting the word out. You know, I've seen many times on various comedic political type shows, people cracking jokes about Bitcoin or Ethereum. And it's like, as we see more of that, then that means more people know about it. It's a good thing for the reach to increase so that we have more exposure to new potential people that can get involved. That's going to do it here from me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again soon.